Hello and welcome to FYI. This is our new series about the many programs MCPS has to offer and ways that you can support and engage in our school system efforts. I'm Elaine Chang-Baxter and I'm the Director of Partnerships. With us in the studio today is Natalia Lewis. Ms. Lewis is the Chairman and Chief Operating Officer of M. Lewis Construction based here in Maryland. Thank you for joining us today, and shout out to Kennedy High School. We're both graduates of Kennedy High School.
Yes, we are, Elaine. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so excited to have you here.
True pleasure.
Great. So we want to know a little bit about your company and what its specialty is.
Sure. Well, M. Lewis Construction is a heavy highway contractor and asphalt manufacturer via our M. Lewis products line. We do a lot of the restorative work here in Montgomery County, whether it's in neighborhoods or arterial thoroughfares, and we have a plant right on South Lawn Street.
Great. Thank you. I'm really curious to know how you acquired the skills and the knowledge you needed to be in this role that you're currently in.
Well, I'm a graduate of the Montgomery County public school system, very proudly so. I went to Glen Allen Elementary School, Glen Allen Gators, and E. Brookley, and then I graduated from John F. Kennedy High School. All the while I had wonderful teachers, very supportive teachers, two of which my 3rd and 5th grade teacher that I've just recently had dinner with last year, who were instrumental in giving me the confidence that I needed to go forward. So I'm very, very grateful for that. I then moved on to University of Maryland College Park, started in the engineering school, and graduated from the Smith Business School. That did give me the skill set to go on to build a business that had been established by my mom and dad back in 1985, and I've stayed since.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. And you know, when I met you, I was so in awe of you, and congratulations to you and your sister for the recent business award that you guys were honored for. So I was in awe, and I wanted to interview you because I want to know how challenging it is to be a female leader in what you do.
Many years ago, when I graduated from University of Maryland, my mom and dad had built a pretty impressive business. We're an immigrant family. We came here in 1979, and it was all due to sweat equity and sheer perseverance. And it was a wonderful thing to watch that much courage that it took to grow a business to the level it had grown. But I knew we could do more, so I challenged my sister to come and join me. And together we made the decision that we could really be impactful. We could be trailblazers, we could challenge the status quo, and slowly but surely we did that. We've become very successful doing it, in great part because of the male mentors that we had, because we didn't have that many female mentorship within our industry per se.
But the men were willing to mentor and
there were
embrace.
a lot of courageous men who said, come on over, we're going to help you. Of course, it's a competitive industry like any other, and there are some pretty sharp elbows. But I think that's like any other industry. I think you have to make a decision that you want to impact the world around you. You want to make a difference. And the only way you're going to truly make that difference is if you do something that's different.
Right.
And that's what we did.
Wow, amazing, absolutely. I know that you and I both have passions in terms of developing future employees. Can you talk about the types of employees that are employed within your company?
Absolutely. So one of the things that Sadai and I are most proud of is that we have such a diverse member team. It is just incredible, whether it's educationally diverse, culturally diverse, experientially diverse. We have so many people. When we engage in a decision, a direction, any kind of strategic plan or operational decision, we have a variance at the table that doesn't happen too often. We have people who've not finished high school and are encouraged to finish their high school and go on in working collaboratively with Montgomery College to get them to become project engineers and project managers through their programming over there. But then we also have PhDs at the table who give us a breadth of knowledge in terms of mindset, technology, best practices, and we merge those together. Just this past year, we were integrating a new platform that allowed our accounting, our project management, and our estimating to go together, and it involved a lot of work from the field to have that information immediately entered into the program on a daily level. You can imagine that that was an interesting project to have, because the fact is that I have second chance hires who may have not finished high school and are previously incarcerated, and we're very proud of that community because they are wonderful, and they have a safe place where they can work and make an honest day's living. And then we have people who are highly academic, and to have a program be integrated as smoothly as it was is really telling of the kind of culture that you have, and that each person is valued in a very visceral way.
Great, thank you.
Sure.
And I know you touched on the different types of employees that you have, but you also, I know we were chatting earlier about wanting to talk about educational credentials and salary for employees.
Absolutely. So we hire, as I said, every breath within that range. And so one of the things that I have found as a common denominator is I've never asked a team member I've asked them if they could do something all over again, what would they do? And they always go back to, I wish I had finished high school. I wish I'd had more education. And so I'm a huge proponent, obviously, of supporting all things educational and having collaborative efforts with the business community and the Department of Education, because I think we have a lot that we can bring to the Department of Education in terms of focus items, needs, future job trends, the level of technological expertise that we need going forward in the next 10, 20, 30 years. So what you're doing, Elaine, for me is, you know, just it makes me smile and it warms my heart, because we have to be holistic in our approach to every single child. One of the things that is most important to me is that every child and every job is valued equally. So that the medical doctor and the teacher and the construction worker are all valued in a way that society supports them and understands what they do and what their role is. Each one of them is so important. Without each one of them, society is unbalanced. And when we have an imbalanced society, then we get ourselves into trouble. And so what you're doing is really inspirational.
Thank you. So this is just the beginning of our partnership, and I was so happy to have run into you at the awards event. And I want to give M. Lewis a shout out, the construction company. It's the only woman and minority-owned, multi-generational asphalt manufacturer and construction services company in the United States. That's amazing. And we're so fortunate to have you guys located here in Montgomery County. You're an amazing role model for our youth, minorities and females, and just an amazing role model. And a shout out to Kennedy High School, because here we are
together again,
graduates interviewing each other. I definitely want to keep in touch, because I know that our superintendent wants to create career pathways. We want to expose as many kids as possible to the different careers that are out there. And we have partnerships already with Montgomery College and USG and some of the local universities. And so that's definitely something we want to work on with you. And we definitely know that our companies should help us define what students are learning so that we can help to prepare them. Absolutely. So again, I want to congratulate you and your sister for your recent induction into the Montgomery County Business Roundtable Hall of Fame. And thank you for being here.
Thank you, Elaine. It's an honor to be here. It really is.
I'm Elaine Chang-Baxter. I'm the Director of Partnerships. Please join us next time on FYI.